Welcome to Texas Talk Chicks. We're glad to have you here. And if it's your first time, welcome. If you're coming back for your poison, we welcome you back. So we're going to talk about the White House and this really disgusting video they put out that's like happy holidays. I don't know. It's just so gross. I think it was. It's like so demented. Yeah, demented. So you watched it, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So what was your first initial thought on
that? I was really sad to see that was being done in the halls of the White House, where so many upright, wonderful people had walked those halls before.
Yeah.
It was sad. It was sad. It was really sad to me.
I mean, they got the flower head guy or girl. Yeah, I don't know what that is. What is that?
And the Furby one.
Yeah, with the rabbit ears and the pig nose. Like, what the hell? What? Okay, let's just say take out the religious part of Christmas, which I'm sorry, Christmas is
you can't.
I'm sorry, that's the religious holiday, but it has been
reason for the season.
It has been totally hijacked. You know, the secular BS. Okay, so let's just take out the religious part. Okay, it doesn't even seem like Christmas without the religious part. It just seems like some weird fantasy that I don't know, like the flowerhead guy, the weird ears guy, the tap dancing, whatever she's supposed to be, tap dancing around. And I mean, hey, great, tap dancing, I love it. But you don't have to have all the weird characters to do it. It's like Willy Wonka factory. Like it's just like
it kind of was. Yeah.
Like a psychosis happening in front of our eyes. And then you have the Nutcracker. Finally, you have like a Nutcracker. I think he's supposed to be, I don't know, like a soldier guy. And I'm like, oh, okay, they're trying to bring it back. And then they all come back in and they're all being weird. And I'm like, okay, this is just weird. It's just weird. And it's really trending right now. But it's mostly trending because it's weird. I mean, it's not trending.
No, it's trending because people don't like it. That's what I've read is people don't like it. And
I mean, I wouldn't have watched it a second time, except I was like, is that really that bad? I mean, am I just being, like overly critical about it? And it was worse than I remember the first time. It was so bad.
I remember back when Trump was in the White House, and I think it was the first year, and Melania was doing the whole, here's the Christmas trees, here's our decorations. And I remember that there was one room that all the trees were done all in red. And it really looked nice, I thought. But everybody's like, oh, it looks like a bloodbath. And da-da-da-da-da-da. And I went, really? But at least
it's sophisticated.
Red is a Christmas color. I don't, and
it's dignified and sophisticated. And what they put out now is the polar opposite
stuff.
It looks like insanity. A child's weird, like a pedophilia child's program. Like that's what it feels like. It has that like weird childlike, which it shouldn't be because it's grown people.
Right.
It's just disgusting. Like it. And I'm sorry, Joe Biden, how are you a doctor? Like, I mean, I know you're not a medical doctor and I know you got a degree and I know that doesn't really mean much, but you have got to know that what was portrayed there was a mentally dysfunctional show that was put on, and you're praising it like it's normal, and it just it's disturbing to me. It really is disturbing to me.
Well, and on the heels of that, then you've got the other stuff that's going on in the Senate,
right at the same time.
And I'm sorry, when I saw that about that Senate staffer doing the nasty with another guy in the Senate hearing room, it made me sick. And I thought, oh gosh, if I was a senator, I'd want to know what chair that was on, because I want to make sure that they, decontaminated it.
Honestly, they should just gut the whole thing. Gross. Get it out. All of that. You tape it? Like, how did that video even come about?
Well, and the worst part to me was the little jerk said that he loved his job and he would never do anything to disrespect his workplace. And I wanted to go, how much more disrespectful can you be of your workplace than to do that?
Right.
And it again, because I'm a history buff, and the Constitution means something to me. The founding fathers mean something to me. Right. They would probably be spinning in their graves now to go, oh, we died we sacrificed, we lost family members, we lost our
Right.
fortunes. Some of us got killed to put this Constitution together, and
To even just
this is
sign it.
what's happening.
Yeah,
Good Lord, good
I
Lord.
know.
And he's going to sue. He's going to sue because he said, he was like let go for whatever reason, fraudulently, and it was a go back to the homophobe thing or whatever it is. It's like, no,
Always a
dude.
victim.
Oh, and yes, and okay, so somebody leaked the video. Well, number one, you shot it and you shared it with a group of people who one of them leaked it. That is
Exactly.
on you, dude. If
Right.
you didn't want anybody to see
Exactly.
it, why did you shoot it?
Right.
So,
Exactly.
so
Exactly. And he's going to be the victim. And guess what? He's probably going to get millions of our tax-paying money.
of course he is.
I
Because the
mean,
victims in all this stuff always win, not the people
just
who should not be putting this crap out there.
just disgusting. And then you open up this weird psychotic dance thing that's supposed to be a Christmas thing. It seems almost pedophilic, like it's
Hmm.
very weird. Yeah, what else are you gonna have? What else is going on there that we don't know about? What else? You know?
Well, it's always been a cesspool. I mean, but again, I don't want to have heterosexuals doing sexual things
Right.
anywhere. It's like
Exactly.
it's not the place for
Exactly.
sex. It's not the place for sex. It's the place to go and do the business of the country. Whatever you do in your
Exactly.
private life, keep it
That's
in your
you on
bedroom. I
you.
don't I don't want to know. I don't want to
I don't
know.
want to know. You don't want to know about me. You know,
Nope.
that's all I
Nope.
always say. It's like, why do I have to know who you like to have sex with? That's irrelevant to me. It's
Right.
irrelevant. Do you need to know who I want to have sex with? Like, that's so stupid to introduce yourself in a way that says, this is the type of person I want to have sex with. This is ridiculous. Just be
Right.
a human being. You know,
Right. Right.
we had a situation one time in a very heavily populated area of um, the gay population, and we were eating somewhere, and my something blew. I think it was my napkin or my cup or something. It was a paper cup, and it blew kind of outside this fence area, and it was kind of down a hill. And I was very concerned because even though I'm not an environmentalist, I definitely don't ever leave trash on the ground, which that's what you find a lot with conservatives. We don't
Mhm.
leave trash. And
Right.
for some
Right.
reason, the liberals are just the trashiest people. And
Hmm.
so I was like running over there trying to get it. And this gentleman jumped up like a human being, and he was so sweet, and he jumped over the fence, which I mean, I was like, didn't want him to do that. I was like, oh, don't do it. It's like not worth it. And jumped back over. And he was gay with his gay friend there, and we were just all human beings, just interacting
Right.
together. We didn't have to
Right.
introduce each other in our pronouns. We didn't have to introduce each other as who we like to have sex with. We were all just, I was so grateful to spank him. And it was this wonderful experience of this very sweet human being doing that for me,
Hmm.
and and
Being
seeing my
kind.
concern and just being kind. And we didn't have to discuss our sexual content with each
No.
other. And
No.
he just said, why can't we just be human beings together? Why do I
Right.
have to know what's going on in your bedroom? You don't want to know what's going on in my bedroom. I don't want to know. And I don't want that crap in the White House. And I don't even want the weird animal, sexual Furby
No.
thing
No.
dancing around in the White House to give the illusion that there's something going on around there. I don't
Yep.
want that crap.
No.
Just
No.
traditional. You don't have to be religious about it. I don't care anymore about that. I mean, just be traditional. Be dignified.
Right. That's the word, dignified.
Just
Have
be
some
dignified.
respect. Have some
Respect the
respect for
office.
the place you're in. Yeah.
You just get the population so stupid. They accept Furbies dancing around as a Christmas thing in the White House. They accept
Yep.
sexual acts in the chambers or in the, what was it? What
Senate
conference
hearing.
chambers?
I think it was a
Hearing
Senate
room.
hearing room. Hmm.
Yeah. And they accept it. And they just like, oh, he's a
Well, okay.
victim because people said he shouldn't do that.
Well, you know what it is? It goes back to the whole tolerance thing. My oldest son told me one time, he said, you have to
Yes.
be really careful when you're tolerant of things because you
Hmm.
get to a point where you're tolerating evil.
Yeah.
And we are tolerating a lot of evil stuff going on.
And
Uh,
now we're not even asked to just tolerate, right? Because,
oh
we had
no,
the gay
we're
marriage and
beyond
we're like,
that.
hey, you just do what you need to do. You live your life. I'll live my life. Just leave us alone, right?
Right. Oh
But
no,
now
they
we have to
want you.
celebrate them. We have to
Well,
validate and
Right.
make them feel good about themselves. And if you don't celebrate it, then you're the racist or you're the homophobic or whatever it is.
Well,
And
and
I'm
it's
just
that.
saying, I just don't give a I'm sorry. 3, 2, 1. I just don't give a crap about who you have sex with. So
Right.
I'm not going to celebrate you.
Back to the gender stuff. It's kind of like, okay, you're standing there present, and I know you are a male, and
Right,
you're
with a
trying to tell
beard.
me you're a female, and,
With
and
the
you want
beard.
me, and then you're telling me that I have to say that I'm sorry, that's a lie. It's
Right.
fantasy. I'm not going to do it. Why should I have to be forced to do their pronouns when it goes against what I know is the truth?
I really feel like they're like at a level of a 5-year-old,
Hmm.
like throwing a little fit. I
Yep.
want my way. I want to pretend like I'm this. I want to be this. I'm going to be this. And you have to accept me. And I'm rolling around on the ground and I'm throwing a fit because you have to validate who I am. And I just feel like, grow
Yeah.
up, grow up.
Yeah.
Just,
You're a very weak-minded
yeah,
person.
if you really believe what you're saying, you don't need my validation.
No,
Sorry.
no, no.
Let kids be children. This
Innocent.
stupid White House thing with this video, you're not letting kids just be kids. There's nothing fantastical about it. It's weird and it seems pedophilia. It
Yep.
doesn't
Yep.
feel like a child friendly thing that you would want your kids or grandkids to watch.
No.
Let our American kids be children.
And let
Stop
them be
trying to
innocent.
sexualize them.
Leave them. Yeah.
And
Leave their
innocence.
innocence alone.
Guys, you're
Just leave
only
them
able to
alone.
be a kid for just a very short part of your life. Why can't
Right.
we just let them be children?
Right.
And are we
Right.
sexualizing them for other reasons? What are we sexualizing them for? Why? Because you think they're going to have sex at 5 years old? And if they are, who are they having sex with? Because it would be in an inappropriate relationship. It's just like,
Right.
stop doing this. I just feel like our country is like lost their ever loving minds. That's what I feel
Yep.
like.
It has. It's definitely lost its moral compass. That's
Oh
for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this White
It's
House thing did trigger me in that because that
Yep.
that was
Yep.
just so disturbing. That's the
Yep.
best word for it. It's just
Yep.
disturbing when you
It was
watch it.
disturbing. But
It's
then the dude in the Senate chamber, I mean,
mm.
I couldn't unsee that. It was like, no,
and
that was
that's
so.
and that seems like it goes hand in hand with what that White House thing was.
Hmm.
It was
Hmm.
like ushering up a door, like we are just open for the weirdest things ever. Like we're open for business for the weird things,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that don't make any sense. And
But don't dare do anything that's traditionally
oh my
Christmas.
gosh, right.
Don't dare bring up the fact it's Christ's birth.
Oh, well,
Don't
you're
have a
gonna get lawsuits
nativity.
over that one,
Oh yeah, yeah.
even though it's
So
Christ mess,
right,
you know? I
right,
mean, it's like, come on, come on.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
we wouldn't have the
well,
holiday if it wasn't for that. So
Merry Christmas, everyone.
yeah,
Right? Merry
as we
Christmas.
rant
Right.
on, rant on.
Right. Well, hopefully we'll never see something like that in Texas, I hope. Unless I always have to exclude Austin and Houston, like in parts of Dallas, you
Yeah, yeah.
might. But
Oh, there's certain places
hopefully
where
we'll take that
yeah,
back.
yeah. There's stuff going on.
Yeah.
I hear where it's going. I'm going.
It
What?
tries to like rear its ugly head in the other parts, but then it gets squashed down. Okay, well,
Yep.
like I said, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to everyone. And
Yep.
everyone, you got to remember to be Texas tough. Definitely need to be
Absolutely. And
Texas
it's going to
tough
be
right
more
now.
so every day.
Mhm.
Every day.
All right, take care.
Bye bye.